Hi guys, in today's video I will talk about the Delve League mechanic. Delve will be introduced to us in Act 4 after we first talk to Nico and complete his quest. How does Delve work? You travel from node to node. Each node has 1 to 4 paths connected to it. In order to travel from node to node, you must follow the crawler. The crawler resembles a moving flashlight. The crawler needs sulfite. To get sulfite, you must go into maps that have a Nico mission, which you can either guarantee through the map device or through sulfite scarabs and collect sulfite. After clearing a node, rewards will drop. The difficulty and rewards of delves increases based on the depth of the mine. Azurite and what you can buy for it. Azurite is the currency that is required for buying upgrades and items in your mine. Azurite can be acquired in your mine. So, what can you buy for it? You can upgrade your sulfite capacity, increase your resistance to darkness, upgrade your light radius. You can buy flares, increase the number of flares you can carry, as well as their duration and radius. Can buy dynamite, increase the amount of dynamite you can carry, as well as the damage and radius. You can also buy resonators and fossils from Nico. Flares. Flares are used to create a temporary lit area. Dynamite will be used to destroy fractured walls. Darkness. During delves, light is normally only present in a circular area around the crawler. The deeper you delve into the mine, the more the crawler's light radius is reduced. The game will warn you if your character's light radius is particularly low due to the depth you have reached. If your character moves outside of a lit area, whether during a delve or not, your character rapidly begins taking damage from a stacking darkness debuff.
I can't do this just yet.
Stepping into a lit area clears the debuff. Allied minions and totems do not take darkness damage. Darkness also affects combat. Monster at the edge of the darkness take reduced damage. A monster totally within the darkness cannot be damaged at all. The damage you take from darkness will not be reduced by your character's elemental or chaos resistance. Instead, your character has a separate darkness resistance that you can see at the voltaic generator. Hidden loot. Mine contains themed chests. These are usually hidden in dark side areas along the path. They can contain currency, fossils, resonators, flares, dynamite, or azurite. Biomes. Different areas of the azurite mine contain different biomes, shown with different colors on the subterranean chart. Different biomes have different appearances, different monsters, different possible encounters, and different common fossil drops. Rarely a city biome will spawn which contains better loot, and rarely a special boss, but these biomes contain more numerous and difficult encounters as well. The regular mine biome drops metallic, serrated, pristine, and etheric fossils. The fungal caverns contain dense, aberrant, perfect, corroded, and gilded fossils. The petrified forest contains bound, jagged, corroded, and sanctified fossils. Abyssal Depth contain aberrant, bound, gilded, and lucent fossils. Frozen Hollow contain frigid, serrated, prismatic, sanctified, and shuddering fossils. The Magma Fissure contains scorched, prismatic, pristine, depth, and fundamental fossils. And the sulfur vents contain metallic, perfect, etheric, and fundamental fossils. Notes. The mine has different nodes with different rewards. You can see what rewards the node has based on the icon. For example, the Haunted Remains contains Abyss item and has an Abyss icon. Fractured walls and hidden paths. Some nodes on the subterranean charts will have no paths shown leading to them. These hidden paths are blocked by a fractured wall somewhere in the darkness, along a side route from a nearby node. Destroying this fractured wall will permanently reveal the path to the hidden node on the subterranean chart. You can now start a delve to the previously isolated node. In addition, normal paths can contain fractured walls, leading to hidden side areas containing monsters and loot containers. Finding hidden paths to isolated nodes. Find hidden paths more easily, you need to first figure out the grid for your map. Once you have it, the first rule to apply is that fractured walls can only appear in grid spaces not occupied by a node. If two nodes are in adjacent grid spaces, there cannot be a fractured wall along the short path between them. Once you know where the fractured wall can be, use the following rules. First, a node will almost always have 1, 3, or 4 paths connecting to it. A node with exactly 2 connecting paths only occurs occasionally when the mine layout generator tries to create a path that is too long. This means that if a node is shown on the subterranean chart with exactly 2 paths leading from it, that node will nearly always have a fractured wall blocking a third hidden path to a nearby isolated node. Second, it is possible, though rare, for an apparent dead-end node, a node with only one visible path connecting to it, to have 2 hidden paths leading to 2 different nearby isolated nodes. Third, paths never overlap with each other, and they never intersect other than at nodes. If the space between a visible node and a nearby isolated node is already occupied by a path, there cannot be a hidden path between these nodes. Fourth, a node cannot have more than one path leading away in any given cardinal direction. If there's already a visible path heading in one direction from a node, there cannot be a hidden path heading in that same direction. Fifth, there will always be at least one fractured wall in grids that do not contain checkpoints. So, based on that knowledge, I would say that the fractured wall is somewhere near this node. As you can see, we've now unlocked the node. Major bosses. Stealth has 3 major bosses. Ahua Totally the Blind, Kurgal the Black-Blooded, and Owl the Crystal King. So, what Atlas passives should you take? At the beginning of the league, I would recommend that you take Mining Partnership. Randomly encountered masters in your maps have 100% increased chance to be Nico. Master missions from completing your maps have 100% increased chance to be Nico. Mad Devotion, your maps have 4% chance to grant an additional Nico mission completion. feel free to roll these nodes away when you start using scarabs. The next optional node I would say is packed with energy. You gain 1% to all maximum elemental resistances for each voltaxic sulfide vein or chest found in your maps. You gain 35% increased damage for each voltaxic sulfide vein or chest found in your maps. You gain 15% increased movement speed for each voltaxic sulfide vein or chest found in your maps. The big note, guarded hordes is a definite must. Voltaxic sulfide veins and chests in your maps have 5% chance to contain double sulfide. Sulfide veins and chests in your maps are guarded by sulfide hoarding monsters. The next big note that I would take would be mining byproducts. Sulfide veins and chests in your maps have 10% chance to also contain an equal amount of Azurite. And the last note, sulfide infusion, is optional as well. It depends if you want to complete maps later or you just go into your map, collect the sulfide and go back to your mine again. Your white tier maps grant 200 additional voltaxic sulfide on completion. Your yellow tier maps grant 350 additional voltaxic sulfide on completion. And your red tier maps grant 500 additional voltaxic sulfide on completion. Okay, that concludes the video. If you found it informative, consider subscribing to the channel and helping me reach my goal of 1000 subscribers. Alright, have a nice day guys. Bye bye.